as we get ready for a new year. Many of us may be thinking about or maybe dreading New Year's resolutions. Kara Swanson is a health and wellness mindset influencer. You have seen her on our show many times before. She consistently shares life hacks to live healthier, live happier, live more balanced on social media. She is one of those consistent day in, day out influencers and always bringing healthy mindset practices to us. Finally, she's here in studio. I'm so glad to be talking to you in person.
Yes.
It's great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Your philosophy around resolutions is very pragmatic. You know, like you've got steps that you live by.
Yeah.
And I think it's about being realistic, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, start smaller.
Yes.
Even
yes.
at that.
So oftentimes we want to make these big grand resolutions or goals, and that's great, but it's not sustainable, and you're gonna get really overwhelmed quickly, and then you're just gonna stop.
Right.
And that's what we don't want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you beat yourself up, and then it's kind of like a spiral
Exactly.
on repeat.
Yep.
And you got to be more specific.
Absolutely. So instead of saying, oftentimes when you write goals, it's vague. I want to lose weight or I want to drink more water, but what does that mean? So you want to be as specific as possible. So is your goal to drink 90 ounces of water a day? Is it to work out 5 times a week? But you want to get specific because then you can measure that at the end of the day or at the end of the week and see, okay, yes, I did that. If they're too vague, you don't know how to measure it.
I really like those water bottles too that has like that kind of the cheering you on.
Yes.
Like, you're just getting started. Great job. Halfway there, and if you have like something that's positive messaging towards you, that's worked for me.
Yeah.
And getting something that's cute.
Yes.
Carry it around all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love that you talk about consistency doesn't mean perfection.
Yes. Yep. So oftentimes we think we have to be perfect. We have to have consistency because that's going to build that habit, and so that's going to make it just a part of your everyday life, and that's what we want. But oftentimes we think that consistency means perfection, and it doesn't. You just want to keep going because imperfect progress is still going to be progress.
Right. And when you think real life is messy.
Yes.
And often you have to pivot and adapt to what the day brings.
Yeah.
And setbacks, I feel like finding grace with yourself, maybe having accountability partners.
Yeah.
I started that with running. I got a couple girlfriends, we check in with each other. We don't do it every single day, but we still find a walk.
Yep.
Or, and then text each other and cheer each other on. And I found like having a community around your goals really makes a difference too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a great tool to have.
Do you do resolutions yourself?
Sometimes, yeah. I don't know. I look at it just differently, more of like, okay, what do I want my lifestyle to look like,
Sure.
And then I go from there.
And I think it's kind of what speaks to you too, not something you're trying to force yourself to do.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have all those life hacks on your Instagram of, the simple things, more fiber, but you also talk about inflammation. And I think that's something really misunderstood, if totally overlooked. You maybe don't even realize it's going on.
Yeah.
But a little thing like that is identifying stressors in your life and how to take care of yourself. I think, self-care and going after things that bring you joy, you're more likely to stick with them, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What is your advice to people that are just like, you say resolution and they tune out?
You're going about it the wrong way,
Yeah.
right? Because we want to be healthy, we want it, but we want to do it in a lifestyle way and not just a 30-day, approach where then at February, what do you do?
Right.
So looking at it as how can I build these habits in a way that, is consistent, and long-term and not a short-term
It's almost
fix.
like more fun to just say like goals. These are my goals for the year.
Yep.
So I'm going to be reading more books, working out more consistently, and then I'm going to get back into dance.
Oh, I like
and
that.
those are just kind of things that I'm excited for, and I know
Yeah.
it's going to add vitality to my life.
Yeah,
Are you
absolutely.
doing anything different in the new year?
I kind of started already.
Yeah.
So my goal is to read 10 pages at least a day, work out at least 30 minutes a day, get 100 ounces in, so I started early so that it doesn't really feel like a New Year's resolution. It's just, what are my non-negotiables? What do I want to do every day?
I love that. And, it's all about like what brings you joy too. Where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on my Instagram at Kara Swanson or website lifewelllive.fitness.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
We gotta make this a thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Happy New Year to all of you as the weekend is just around the corner. Life hacks right there. We're gonna take a look at